Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to our Benefits Consultation project video. We are Project Team 3, Hope Sullivan, Jaqueline Chavez Garcia, myself, Jason Orozco, John Runion, Noel Campbell, and Sidney Hanson. And we'll start with Part 1, recommending Dr. Lou's health insurance plan.
As you take on this new job opportunity with FGCU, we looked further into the health insurance options that are provided for a full-time faculty member. You have 4 to choose from, and I will go ahead and give you a brief overview of each plan. So to begin with, we have the Standard Health Maintenance Organization. This limits you to use a network of doctors and hospitals, and has no deductible but has co-payments. So no deductible means that you do not have to pay anything up front, but you will have fixed amount of pay you have to use for the insurance to cover the rest. The high deductible health maintenance organization is higher deductibles, so higher paying up front, requiring you have to pay more out of pocket for most services until the high deductible is met. And this does require referrals to see specialists, which also limits you with the amount of doctors and hospitals you can see. Standard Preferred Provider Organization is paying a deductible before the insurance starts covering costs, and then you have to share the cost through co-payments or co-insurance, again, which those are the fixed amounts you have to pay for the insurance to cover the rest. These are relatively not always high, so it is a lower co-payment. And the standard PPO also allows you to see any doctor or specialist without needing a referral. Finally, high deductible preferred provider organization. This is where you pay a high deductible before the insurance starts covering costs, and you can see any doctor, but you pay more out of pocket. In the next slide, we continue with the health insurance, and we have decided that the standard preferred provider organization is what aligns well or best with your priorities. This has a relatively low deductible compared to the high deductible options, which means less out-of-pocket spending each year and allows you to focus on your priority of your retirement savings. This plan does prepare you for any medical event, which is where you mentioned that security is important to you. And along with your spouse coverage, you mentioned you wanted benefits for your spouse, and this plan allows you to easily add your spouse to the insurance plan, providing coverage for both you and your spouse under a single plan.
Part 2, Spending Savings Account. We recommend a flexible spending account for Dr. Lou, an FSA. Flexible savings accounts allow employees to set aside pre-tax funds for medical and dental expenses. Dr. Lou wants to continue to see his preferred care provider and dentist. His health plan is a small deductible, but he shares costs with his insurance after that. He can't have a prepaid dental plan either. The flexible spending plan will help with health and dental coverage that his current plans do not, due to wanting to keep his preferred care provider and dentist. The FSA is a contingency plan for a large unexpected medical or dental expense. The drawback of FSAs are that unused funds at the end of the year are lost. It is use it or lose it. Dr. Lou can use this account throughout the year in small amounts for his health plan deductible and for routine dental visits, so that he does not waste funds at the end of the year.
Let's take a crack at building Dr. Lou and his spouse a dental and vision plan. Designing a plan that best fits Dr. Lou and his spouse's lifestyles, the main goal was to keep their preferred dentist. This disqualified all prepaid dental plans. As mentioned in the interviews, he would prefer monthly premium costs as compared to spending money up front, which would be a dissuasion for him to choose an indemnity plan that may keep him from getting the care he needs if he has to spend out of pocket to later be reimbursed for it. After the indemnity plans and the prepaid plans are disqualified, the only options left are dental preferred provider organizations with or without indemnity. When looking at the preventative care, we can see that there's a better coverage for our clients in the DPPO without indemnity, as a regular DPPO has full coverage for in-network and 80% out-of-network. The DPPO without indemnity leaves us 2 choices, being both preventative and standard. Now, the belief is that Dr. Lou and his spouse both take good care of their oral hygiene, but at the same time, it is safer to carry the full standard plan in case of a crisis in the future, such as a chipped tooth, or needing a crown, or even orthodontia, which can be covered with this plan. The final choice that we had was which provider would best suit their needs, and after comparing the three companies, Humana, MetLife, and Ameritas, Humana has a higher rated satisfaction score by J.D. Power and Associates, ranking second overall in 2023, as well as allows for a blanket provider in both their vision and their dental plans. The reason that we chose Humana Vision is due to the fact that it is the only one offered by the university, but it does cover annual eye exams and allows for an allowance towards new pairs of glasses. Although stated that Dr. Liu plans to keep this current pair now for up to 4 years, issues may occur, such as loss, breakage, or misplacing the pair in that time span, proving it's better safe than sorry. The people first codes are 4092 for dental and 3004 for vision.
The following are our recommendations for the life insurance needs for Dr. Liu. We have gathered these recommendations based on several factors from the various responses provided from our previous questions. He stated that he is less prone to accidents and not a very risky person. He also stated that he does not currently have any life insurance and that he would prefer to have his spouse covered as well. There is no particular preference regarding the plan type as of because he has no stated disabilities or particular needs to accommodate him. He also plans to work for the next 5 to 10 years. Given this information, it is recommended to either take a basic life insurance plan since it does not have monthly premiums and it is covered by the employer. The services that come with this plan are having a beneficiary given financial counseling for the specific beneficiary that has been chosen, as well as the option to name your beneficiary up front or to do that later on, depending on your particular needs. His spouse receiving the benefits needed and being provided with the adequate support is very important, which is one of the major factors in our recommendations. Although it is less common for people who do not plan on having children, as stated as his answer to our question, it still has its benefits. And according to an MSN article, this actually does bring a peace of mind specifically for your spouse. So even if you don't have children, it is still recommended to hold a life insurance. And for more specific details as of the specific numbers, we do recommend going to the Benefits Scout website, which is a calculator, so that way you can get the specific numbers that you need, and you can take our recommendations as well as the recommendations from this calculator to best suit your needs.
Part 5. Other supplemental benefits. Based on your responses to our questions, Professor Liu, these are what we recommend for you. Number 1. Spouse life insurance. This ensures financial security for your wife, meeting your priority for her protection. Number 2. Hospital indemnity insurance. This covers hospital stays, reducing out-of-pocket expenses, and complementing health insurance. Number 3. Critical illness insurance. This is optional for peace of mind against rare but costly health events, though it's less essential given your low-risk lifestyle. Number 4. Disability insurance. Long-term coverage recommended to maintain income stability during unforeseen health issues. And finally, accident insurance. While this one's not necessary due to your cautious lifestyle and low likelihood of accidents, we still recommend you look it over.
Part 6. Mandatory and Voluntary Retirement Plans. For Dr. Liu, we've chosen both the mandatory and the voluntary retirement plan that we think suits his needs. Our recommended mandatory retirement plan is the FRS, or Florida Retirement System Pension Plan. For the voluntary retirement plan, we've recommended the Roth 403B. For the FRS pension plan, we recommend this because it has a guaranteed lifetime benefit, vesting in 8 years, and provides a stable and predictable income. For the voluntary retirement plan, we recommend the Roth 403B because it can be pre-tax or post-tax. It has up to $23,000 in annual contribution, and it aligns with Dr. Liu's long-term growth priorities. Now we're going to go into a little more detail of why we chose these two plans. We'll start with the mandatory retirement plan recommendation. There's a few reasons why we chose this for Dr. Liu. The first is because it has the FRS, Florida Retirement System pension plan, provides a predictable and stable guaranteed lifetime income calculated based on Dr. Liu's salary, years of service, and retirement age. This aligns with Dr. Liu's stated priority of having financial certainty in his retirement. He also mentioned prioritizing stability and a stable pension as part of his retirement plans, and the FRS pension plan is built to meet his needs in this regard. Unlike investment-based plans, this pension doesn't depend on market fluctuations, so minimizes risk and gives him a peace of mind. Additional reason why we chose the FRS pension plan for his mandatory retirement option is because it requires an 8-year vesting period, meaning that he would continue working at FGCU for at least 8 years, which meets his ideal 5 to 10 year goal of working at FGCU. So it fits Dr. Liu's timeline well. Even if his career path were to change, the pension plan has the option to remain vested, and he does have the flexibility to switch later to a different plan if his goals were to change. Now moving on to the second recommendation we've chosen for him, the voluntary retirement plan, there's a few reasons why we believe the Roth 403b is a good option for him. The first reason is that the Roth 403b provides tax-free growth and long-term savings. Unlike traditional 403b contributions, which are tax-deferred, Roth contributions could be made with after-tax dollars, which means that his earnings would be growing tax-free. Withdrawals could also be tax-free. So Dr. Liu's goal of maximizing long-term growth, maintaining a low retirement budget, means that the Roth 403b would allow him to have predictable savings without worrying about future tax rates. Another reason why the Roth 403b works so well for Dr. Liu is that the Roth 403b provides a complementary approach by offering tax-free withdrawals, and so it would complement the recommended mandatory retirement plan, the FRS Florida Retirement System pension plan, would be complemented very well. Another reason why the Roth 403b would work well for him is because it has high contribution limits. In 2024, he would be able to contribute up to $23,000 to the Roth 403b, with an additional $7,500 if he were to turn over 50 in this plan. So this limit gives him the opportunity to significantly boost his savings each year in addition to the FRS pension plan. And so this high contribution limit allows him to be more thrifty, as he's emphasized is an important factor for him in order to save for the future. The Roth 403b also offers a wide range of investment choices, including index funds and target date funds, which aligns with his preference for long-term growth and hands-off approach to managing investments. And we want to emphasize that these investment options, such as a target date fund, would automatically adjust to his investment needs. And so these sorts of options in the Roth 403b plan would offer stability in the long run when combined with the Florida Retirement System plan. And so just to recap, we believe that these two plans, the FRS and the Roth 403b, meets Dr. Liu's needs because it provides him financial stability and certainty, provides long-term growth. It aligns with his nature for a more or less risky plan that avoids risk in the long run and short run. and it provides flexibility and financial stability for both him and his spouse. And this concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a great afternoon.